Hello, everybody. This is a quick explainer for Lesson 4.1 State and Federal Government Comparison. What this is asking you to do is to access this document here under Learning Materials, Comparing Constitutions. When you click on this, it should open in a new tab, a PDF. And once that loads for you, you should select the download button. It will more than likely, look like it's going to open a new tab like it just did there. You should see it at the bottom. It's going to go to your downloads folder or go to your desktop. I'm going to navigate to my desktop because that's where I have a copy saved. And so here is mine right here. I'm going to right click and select Open With, and I am going to select Preview. All right, this is how you're going to edit this. If this is not working for you, I need to know immediately, but I don't know why it would work on mine and not work on yours. So usually we use preview, opens up when you're like opening up a picture or something like that. If you just double click on this file, it's going to open it as a PDF, and you can't do this editing that I'm talking about. You don't want to open it with a Google Doc. It's probably going to change the formatting. So make sure that you select preview, and this is the screen or the view that you should have. Once you're in here, there's a little tool. If you can see where my mouse is navigating toward the top right of the screen, it says Show Markup Toolbar. You're going to select that, and it opens other options for you right here. I have my mouse hovering over them right now. So the tools that we are going to use in here, you have an arrow tool, you have different shapes. I was just using the boxes for an outline, and then you also have a text box tool. When you click text box, I don't know if you notice, but it immediately inserts a text box. I'm going to click undo because I don't need that right now. So there's 5 short activities in here. Just you follow through. Start at the top of the page, read through the material. Activity A, compare the U.S. Constitution's preamble with the Ohio Constitution's preamble. Box the parts that are the same or basically the same in both documents. So they have these kind of like crooked on here, so the box may be a little bit off. That's not a big deal. You could even use this little like write tool or pen tool and just like draw a line or a box around it like freehand. If you want to, instead of using the outline. When you use the freehand tool like this, it's going to snap it and like turn it into a normal box. Up here, you just click back on this first one and it gives you your original one. If you're using the shape tool, then it gives you a box there. You can immediately resize it from either, position, top or bottom. You get the little hand symbol on there and you can drag it. So it can, there's no way to rotate that though, so it's just up to you. And that's how you would use those 2 tools. As you continue through and scroll through, I go to activity B. This one says to underline the parts that are different. So you could again use that freehand tool there, that sketch tool. You could click on the shapes and use the line tool here. It's up to you. As I continue to scroll through, there's a spot for activity C where it's asking you to answer a question. So here I'm going to use the text box tool. I have to deselect the pen or sketch tool there in order to move this. I'm going to drag that text box over here. I'm going to make it as wide as this area, and you just start typing the answer to your question, and it should continue to resize and add more space for you. So as it moves up there, you can click off of it, and then, you can reposition it and keep, kind of moving it down. If you want to change the type of the text there, you could click here. I've got Times New Roman. If I want to change this to a black text, I click on that. If I don't want it to be bold, I click there. I can increase the size of the font. but it will change the whole thing. It won't let you do just like one word or the other. So that's how you use the font tool for this. Just again, continue scrolling through, answer the questions, mark things the way that they're asking you to as best you can, and then you're going to go up to File and choose Save, and it's saved. It's still saved as a PDF. So I'm going to click off of this, and I'm going to double click it this time, and it's going to open it in Acrobat instead of in the preview window. And look, here's my markings that I had. If I continue to scroll down, I had that text information. There it is. So that's the PDF that you will submit to me in Schoology. So if you are having any troubles with this, please contact me as soon as possible. We could even have a Zoom meeting or a Google Hangout where I can take over your screen to help you with it, but you should be okay with this. This should operate the same on your screen. Thanks.